Yeah, we is live. Everyone is happy. Don't worry. Aden is fine. It is totally fine. Welcome back, everybody. If you're on YouTube, welcome to Novakast episode 377. If you're on Twitch, welcome to an episode of Study Buddies, PSA edition. But before we get into, the nitty gritty of things, for some reason it is, for one, telling me that I'm not live on Twitch. That's weird.
Oh.
Hold on. There we go. Now it says I'm live. So, hello, welcome back, like I said. So, before we continue on with some more Phoenix Wright finishing out the first case and meeting a new character, which I haven't fully decided how I'm going to voice her yet, I think I might just have to go for default, like, sweet girl. But before that, why don't we go ahead and carry out the punishment that we deferred from last night. So Rob didn't have to speak like salmonella whenever voicing the judge. Yeah. So we are on chapter 11 now or part 11 of Garfield Effect. This is Aiden's favorite piece of literature.
Yeah, there's gonna be a follow-up once we're done with it.
A follow-up? Oh, are you the Red Cross thing, or?
No.
Wait, what follow-up?
For whenever we're done reading the entirety of this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Garfield of the Galaxy is next. And mind you, Aden loves Garfield Effect so much that he has a Garfield stuffed animal in his house. Fucking weirdo. That was totally not a gift that Rob and I bought for you last year. To show our appreciation for you being our friend. Oh, and your birth, I guess. Anyway, so are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Here we go. Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure, Part 11, Public Surface Health Message. Garfield was in his quarters reading his favorite magazine, Hot Women, Weightlifting, Big Guns, and Lasagna, when he heard Mighty Big Ruckus. It was coming from other rooms, so Garfield went to check it out with curious catness. Hold on, I gotta get voice mod up in here. Let's see, what can we do for her? Since she's a Geth.
Quarians are better than Geth. We will beat you all.
Screamed Tolly. Oh, shit.
Sounds very entertaining.
Hey, Rob, do you want to read as Legion?
Thank you.
Robot voice. I'll do it.
Stray all over again.
I'll do this. Wait, hold on. Let me see. AI 9000, what does that sound like?
Carlos Legion confirmed.
We're not using it. No Geth are better we are going to kill all Quarians, shouted Legion. Legion and Tolly were fighting with prejudice over who's had better culture and peoples. Silence, roared Garfield with mediation. Gotcha. Said Tolly with stubbornness. Quarians are all the same, dumb and stupid, said Legion.
I'm curious, is that how Quarians sound?
Kind of.
In the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
They sound kind of alien robotic.
Quarians all the same, dumb and stupid,
said Legion with racism. Garfield looked at both of them and then thought a brilliant idea to make them realize values of all peoples. That is enough of this racism. I will teach you how to value each other. You must make love with each of intimate sexuality, said Garfield with great knowledge.
What? I cannot do this.
Said Tali with objection. I will not be naked with Quarian, cried out Legion in despair. You will do it. It is my captain's orders. I will stay here until you do it, said Garfield with courageous commands. With Garfield commands, Tali and Legion knew it was the right thing to do before they began to embrace and make romance. Legion wrapped his metal arms around Tali and began to take off her clothes. Tali then rubbed her body against Legion's glowing metal thighs as Garfield watched with approval.
Oh, Lord.
Said Tali as she began to lick Legion all over the body with her sexy tongue. She doesn't have a tongue.
Then.
She doesn't have a tongue. She's a Quarian. Do you guys know what a Quarian looks like? Here, let me show you what a Quarian looks like.
No.
Quarian. Let's show you what a Quarian looks like. Here you go. What tongue? Oh. That tongue? These are fan edits. But still. Fucking Quarian! No tongue!
Well, from what little I know of the lore of Mass Effect...
Yes.
And by the way, this is another thing. If I'm correct, the suit she wears is kind of like as a super to keep her alive because of their immune system.
Yep.
So taking that off would immediately kill her.
Yeah,
but Garfield doesn't care for that.
Yeah, no, Garfield doesn't care at all.
Daydream.
Speaking of which, let's see here. Come here, let me show you that robots do it better, said Legion as he grabbed Tali and brought her on top of his groin and began to thrust with automatic motion. Doing the voices makes me feel less cringe.
Show me your metallic vehicle, you rusty bag of bolts.
Screamed Tali with satisfaction. Legion grabbed Tali and brought her to the light switch, which he turned off, and then they both slid down into darkness to continue their love capade. Garfield smiled with satisfaction, knowing he did a job well done, and went back to his quarters to continue relaxation. Later that night, while Garfield was dreaming sweet dreams of sexy ladies covered in lasagna ready for delicious eating, Garfield was awoken by noises.
Oh, God.
Cried out Tali with panic. It is not my fault, it is her fault, said Legion, pointing at Tali. Garfield looked at both of them with wonder and disgustedness. What do you not know about safe sex? Asked Garfield with dumbfoundedness.
What is safe sex?
Asked Tali. I do not know, said Legion with wonder. This is serious. We must gather crew to teach benefit of safe sex, ordered Garfield with worry. Perfect indeed. Garfield gathered crew together for important meetings of grave importance. When everyone gathered, Garfield began his special talk of education. Today, I am going to teach you all the meaning of safe sex, said Garfield with teaching power. What is safe sex? Asked Garrus with inquisition. I have never heard this before. I do not know how to do this, said Kelly Chambers with worry. I am a scientist and never heard of this in my research, said Dr. Morton Solos with scientific method. It is a good thing I am teaching you. It is very important for healthy adults, said Garfield as he drew male anatomy on chalkboard. Here is safe sex, said Garfield as he drew condom over male anatomy. I see, said Jacob with interest. Garfield then took out a pole and put condom on it. Here is another example of safe sex, said Garfield with tutorship. Aha, said Dr. Morton Solos with scientific discovery. Here, everyone, try out safe sex, said Garfield, passing out condoms to everyone. Try them on now, ordered Garfield with righteousness. Everyone tried out condoms in front of Garfield and were satisfied by results. Safe sex feels good. Thank you, Garfield, said Miranda with approval. No problem. Remember, safety comes first, even with sex, said Garfield with heroism. After important speech, Garfield towards Kelly Chambers with sassy walk full of romantic intent. Hey there, Kelly. You are a fine young lady. Keep up the good work, said Garfield with compliments. Thank you, Garfield. I just want to make you happy, said Kelly with a smile on her face. If you want to make me happy, then you should come with me inside the captain's cabin so I can know you better inside and out, Garfield quipped while slapping Kelly rear areas. But Garfield, we have no condoms and we cannot do safe sex. I am afraid of STDs, whined Kelly with worry and crying. Do not worry, Sugar Shorts. The only STD I give is pleasure, smirked Garfield with knowing smirk. Garfield, you always know best. Let's go, agreed Kelly with joyousness. Garfield then led Kelly to his quarters so they could continue the blossoming romances. Kelly, you must lap dance for me or else you are a bad crewman and will be punished, ordered Garfield with brave commands. Yes, sir, I will do as you ask, replied Kelly with obedience. Kelly began lap dance and Garfield looked on with romance. Kelly did a very nice lap dance full of satisfaction as she rubbed herself all over Garfield's lap. That is very good. Now you must rub my feet with sexy oil, for they ache, said Garfield as he opened a fresh container of lasagna to enjoy. Kelly rubbed Garfield down with sexy oil, relaxing his body as he enjoyed his nutritious lasagna with great gleeful joy. As she finished her massages, Garfield looked up with look on his face. She knew what to do. Let's do this, said Garfield with a wink. Garfield and Kelly merged their bodies like waves in rough beach, rubbing with passion and love. They rocked their bodies all night long, rocking the cosmos with their lovemakings. To be continued. Author's note: remember everyone to use safe sex. It is the only way to prevent STDs. It is what Garfield does.
Bullshit!
And that concludes this chapter of Garfield Effect Galaxy Adventure. Tune in next time when we read chapter 12.
Hey, can I add a punishment?
Sure. What's chapter 12 being called? Let's just find out for next time. When fate collides. There we go.
Reading and reenacting Llama with Hat script.
Oh.
I don't think this will. What are we calling that punishment?
Llama
You know
script
what?
read.
Since it opens the gates for more than just that, why not just script reenactment?
Scene reenactment?
Yeah. How's that sound, Rob?
Okay.
That way we
We'd have
can do more, potentially do more than just llamas with hats.
Okay.
'Cause that's an awesome idea.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got a website where I can get a ton of scripts. So
Nice.
in
On
fact,
that note,
one of these days, I'm gonna record myself doing different voices, but reenacting the first bit of dialogue for Skyrim.
Oh.
with Apollo Justice,
That'd be
we
a
have
lot of
that
fun.
new like scene creator thing, but I have some. I like Rob's idea a lot.
Yeah.
The script reading.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, go ahead.
I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't say Charlie the Unicorn. Because if you did, I would have been like, hey, I mean, if we can do so without fear of getting ejected.
Do it.
Oh boy. So, how about that wheel?
Pleurodon, Charlie. A magically a Pleurodon.
Okay, now I'm kind of wishing this punishment doesn't land on this. You guys see the wheel? Okay, let's go. Don't freeze up on me like you did last night, you piece of shit.
Oh.
Ooh, this is a new one that's popped up for us. Emoji War. So, what Emoji War is that two people have to keep sending emojis back and forth. Like, the judge will create a scenario, then the first person has to make an emoji that is relevant to that. And then the other person has to add on to it. The first person that can't think of anything to add on loses.
Okay.
So,
I forget, do GIFs count as an emoji or no? I figured it.
That would be GIF War.
True.
So, who's going to be the judge? If it'll even let me go there, because this website... Why is it acting so slow? There we go. Okay.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Wheel of Disorder. Unfortunately, I can't be a smartass and put all hands on deck. That would not work for this punishment.
No.
Alright, let's find out who's the judge.
That's Santa Claus presiding.
Now, fun.
You're the judge. You don't get punished by this. You don't have to participate in the full-on emoji war. You just start it. So, I would have wanted to be the judge. So, it could be Rob. Alright, that's fun. We love that for Rob. Alright, Rob. Speaking of which, got the game loaded up, my friend?
It's already up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, this is the other half. This is trial one, or part 1-2 trial, where we meet a new character. Shit, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the guide just in case.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Let's see.
Because in terms of difficulty, this case is kind of like the second case in Justice for All, if I recall correctly, in terms of difficulty.
I don't think it's that bad. Hold on.
Oh, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just... Because honestly, the second case wasn't that hard in Justice for All, was it?
It had quite a bit of twists, but I don't think it was that hard.
All right, Phayn. Let's go.
All right.
That's not Hollow Voicer, though. Who knows? Rabble?
Rattle, rattle.
All right. The court will now reconvene. Mr. Phayn, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. Prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
I'm eating.
Oh, she's evil.
What? Okay, hold on. I need to do something other than echo for inner monologue.
Yeah?
But for now, echo it is. Ooh, what's with the stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
Your Honor? I can't believe he actually said that. Asshat?
Nothing. Witness. Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
Sure you will, Phayn.
You were saying?
Me, however, I will bash them with my gavel,
Okay. Nice.
which I literally have in front of me.
Everything's good. Going to plan. Gotcha.
That freaked out my dogs.
No.
I love how they I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You were all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Mine.
Well,
Phayn, shut the fuck up.
we all know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Really? They have that in the game, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ba, 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 ba. Burn it up. Ba, 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 ba. Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Phayn wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that.
Ah, fuck. She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Like me is the only one that sees that she's pure evil.
What? No.
Like on the outside, there's all this innocence, but on the inside, it's just full on.
Phayn, can you please not talk about what this attorney thinks of me out in the gallery, please? It's kind of rude. I mean,
Just like
she's
just like
right
Doom music
here.
starts playing.
She's right here. Be nice.
Wait,
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I had been planning to go back to Phayn's place after the class was over. Phayn and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Phayn noticed that I was there. I went to go find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong?
Rabble?
Lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. It is my job to discover the truth. Please, what's the truth?
But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
She's being a bitch. Please just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit. Mia Phayn.
Oh, that gave me chills.
Wait, they know each other?
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't forget, Mia was looking forward to this. So, you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once.
So Mia already knows this. She's a bitch.
Hmm.
Huh. Or not to any good.
Shall have to find out.
Alright, well, in any case, Miss Phayn, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Phayn. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
So she's what, a junior in college?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure, like, I would have to guess.
You can look at her profile and see how old she is.
Okay. I'm not going to present anything. I just want to look at the profile. So she's 20 years old?
How old's Phayn?
Huh?
How old is Phayn? 21.
21. So they're both juniors.
Mm-hmm. And Maya's a few
And,
years older than them.
So...
And how old is Phayn?
I'm 49.
Okay, sounds about right. And then Grossberg is 61.
Is he really? Okay, yeah, he is.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do? When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
Wait, is she telling me I'm going to die?
Teehee.
Oh, fuck.
Did I just make him choke?
No, what he did.
What?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
What? For me to get to the art department, I would have to walk through that back area.
Yes, I see. That makes sense. I guess.
Does it?
When I want to enter the courtroom, I always walk through the front doors. Because
Very
frankly, there's
good.
only other way to get in.
How else would you enter? Teleportation?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I
Ace
just
Attorney
live
is
here.
confirmed to be in the Mega Man universe. Confirmed.
No, actually, no. My headcanon is the judge actually just lives in the courtroom.
Rob,
Behind
we gotta pause gameplay.
Uh-oh. Is it that time?
It's that time.
Ooh.
Hey, no, seriously. My headcanon is he has a room behind his stand where he goes in, and it's a little apartment.
Thank you, Sage.
Yes,
Oh.
thank you. It's been a while. It's actually been a fair while since we last did one of these.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Yes. Ruby. Wait, what?
Let's see. And same with Garfield effect. Any landmine links that occur during the stream, don't forget to sub back. I will, Sage. I always put landmine links and Garfield effect links in the description on YouTube after the stream is done within 24 hours. Let's
This
see.
will be interesting.
This one is called... Let me get rid of it off the list first, but this one is called... 10 billion bacteria were beaten to death by Blarf is the channel name. The video is called Me Washing My Car with Hydrochloric Acid and Spraying Screaming... What? Let's see here.
Okay.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
He's supposedly washing his truck down with hydrochloric acid and sprays a kid across the street with it.
Oh, fuck.
There you go. Nice job. 10 billion bacteria were beaten to death by Blarf. You were this stream's landmine link. Alrighty. Again, thank you, Sage. Alright. Gameplay is back up.
Okay.
So, who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So, what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Phayn.
Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here? Sage says Swallow, ha.
So please, go on. What else did you see?
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Phayn never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So, what should I do about her testimony just now?
Will you ever just leave it alone?
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never.
Miss Phayn, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition.
You sure about that?
That is, she has no supporting.
Wanna keep going?
Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? Huh?
No.
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
That's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, fuck off.
That's why I wasn't really watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh. I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Phrasing.
What?
You try they try asking Payne if he got any of the pharmacology students to be witnesses. He's like, "Well, I tried," and they're just like, you just see them all standing around. Dead.
Kind of like right now, how Dahlia's sitting with
Yeah.
bugs flying around her. Turns out they're just they're fake butterflies just attached to her umbrella with her like fish line, just kind of just dangling there.
You have like one guy like looking up at the sky, like, dude, the sky looks like cotton candy. I want to eat it.
I've
As he
been.
tries to reach for it.
Have you seen cotton candy ceilings? Like
No.
lit up cotton candy ceilings? They're cool. Cloud ceilings, it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. Anyway,
Very much so.
please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on? But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure what they knew of what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
About electrocuting the guy?
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any more info about the students.
So, did the students call the police?
Yes, I was just so... I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright.
So I'm taking that Mia knows something that the rest of the people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one.
Too bad no Magatama time.
No Magatama time.
Aww.
I already read this.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back to the beginning of the testimony.
Press
So
her
what
on
is
her.
Hmm?
Let's see here. It didn't look like they're fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. Present Phoenix's testimony.
Which one?
It's like this one.
But what are you doing? Go back. Present the testimony.
Over here?
No, go back. There you go.
Right here?
Yes. Present Phoenix's testimony.
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes. That's why I was very relaxed. Just looking at the scenery around me.
Gotcha, bitch. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, fun.
And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise wasn't all that memorable.
Seriously? But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was sharp. It was a sharp noise, like snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Alright, I gotta mute myself real quick.
No. Alright, while we're waiting here, let me see. Sage, where are you? Are you serious? This fucking... the crowd control thing keeps showing up on stream, and I keep forgetting that it's on there. I need to get rid of it. Because it just kind of goes over the entire stream.
Yeah.
And I don't ever... I just don't know how I can get rid of it.
It'll be useful for whenever the four of us play Lethal Company. But seeing as it's... You'd have to uninstall it.
I did. On my computer.
I mean, crowd control itself, you'd have to uninstall the Twitch side.
I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know how I do that, though.
Oh.
God damn it.
May I have a moment to answer?
Is it just me, or there her braids like on each side of her head look like horns?
What?
Am I wrong?
I have no idea what you
I guess
mean.
could say that.
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is...
And by the way, Sage, I just gifted you my Prime sub. If you're still watching.
Turns out she's a Diclonius and she's gotta kill us all.
She's a what?
Elfinlaid,
Oh,
the Diclonius.
that's what you meant by horns.
Well, no, I mean, like, the braids itself, like, how some horns are drawn,
Yeah.
and she has, like, a braid on each side of her head.
Yeah. But that...
I'm so sorry, stream.
That comes from, like, the center of her forehead all the way to, like, the back
No,
of her
I
head.
get what you meant by that, but I mean, I didn't catch on that you meant by, like, what
The Diclonius thing is more of an
Diclonians.
add-on to the joke. Yeah. I would say, like, the braids are hiding her horns.
Get rid of this thing off my screen. Off my Twitch
Yeah.
screen. Why? Go away. How can I get rid of you? Extensions?
Yeah, it would have to be extensions.
Okay. My extensions. Sorry, I don't know why. It's bugging me. I keep forgetting on the Twitch end that it shows that, so now it should be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make sure. Nope, it's still there. Why is it still there? I just uninstalled you on Twitch. Ay, ay, ay.
Might take a moment.
Maybe.
Might not, yeah, heck, it might not go away for the stream.
Sure. Sorry. By the way, I already said my line.
Okay.
I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
Oh, hold on.
The rain was just beginning to let up. But it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet.
What?
So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh? Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder.
And now I have that NSP song in my head.
So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Bow down, down. Down, down,
Wrong one.
down, down.
You
What?
got Thunderstruck in your head. I've got Thunder and Lightning by NSP in mine.
You know what? Can I take a second to like mention one of my favorite like anime musics of all anime soundtracks? From Tsubasa Chronicles, the Song of Fire and Storm.
I need to try rewatching that show.
I know. I think they like. So I remember for that show, they reached a certain point, and then they did OSTs for, or the short,
Oh, OVAs. Gotcha.
OVAs, yeah, for like the last like crucial parts of the story.
Huh.
Like for the first one, it's when the male protagonist, when they find out the male protagonist had a clone.
Sharon?
Yeah, or at least the one that they've been with was a clone.
Yeah.
And the real one comes back. And then, in turn, the one that follows after that has them to finding out that that was like, I will say, like, reading the manga, like, because I finished the manga. The whole plot line was a big crucial like mind fuck.
Yeah,
With
and the
the whole
manga
clone
is from what I understand, the manga is actually tied into the manga, not the anime, but the manga for Holic or Triple X Holic.
Yeah. No, well, like, yeah, both stories are intertwined. In fact, at one
Yeah,
point,
but not in the anime.
the main. Well, I'm saying for both the mangas, at one point, the main female protagonist for XXX Holic disappears towards the end.
Disappears, does she?
Yeah.
I've never read Holic, so I.
Well, and it's part of the Tsubasa Chronicles story.
I know.
Because she was because the main bad, I mean, it all ties back to the main bad for Tsubasa Chronicles. Because he was trying to resurrect somebody. So, okay.
Yeah, he was trying to resurrect Chi.
And when it didn't work, because in trying to resurrect this person, he created the witch from XX Holic. He goes back to trying to do it again, but this time trying to involve the powers that our main characters have.
Oh, please try not to spoil.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, I will say this. Speaking of all that, it ties into card captors too.
Well, I mean, it is a clamp work. All of their stuff is connected in Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles.
No,
Heck,
I mean,
it's revealed that
legit.
the Sharon they've been traveling with as a clone takes place in the world of X.
Yeah, but legit, it ties back into card captors.
Heck, Sharon himself is originally from Card Captor.
I know, but I'm saying, okay, because I don't know how to explain this.
It basically ties it all into a one large multiverse kind of thing.
I would
That's
say
the way Reservoir Chronicles works.
multiverse / time.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah, because I mean,
basically multiverse theory type bullshit.
Yeah, it would be weird if there weren't some kind of time shenanigans, given that there are some time shenanigans in X. Where Kamui, which is the series Kamui is from. Anyways, we've gone off the beaten path quite a bit.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
What do you think it is? Rob?
She didn't hear anything. She just listened to music.
One of these things is not like the other.
How would she know it was lightning?
One of these kids is dead. It's a robot chicken bit.
Oh yeah, from the Sesame Street.
One of
The
these
word of
things
the
is not
day.
like the other. One of these kids is dead.
The word of the day is quarantine. You know, I gotta say, that was kind of fucked.
Speaking
you have
of,
like Big Bird, when you have Big Bird freaking like on his deathbed and he sees the little elephant, he's like, "Thank God you're imaginary." You can't catch it too, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
Snuffy,
As
no.
soon as Big Bird dies, as soon as Big Bird dies, like, "Oh yeah, thank." Oh.
yeah, speaking of lightning. Your Honor, there's a problem with this witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Phayn.
Okay, listen, nerd. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Yeah. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway?
They're private.
Huh?
Turns out there's no like thoughts at all.
We're just doing a flat line.
My old minesweeper. got a new job, huh? Judge this, bitch.
This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
Rabble.
It appears the defense may be on to something.
No, they're not.
Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Find out next time!
All right.
Wrong
You
thing.
did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you... Fucking Christ.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Phayn.
Huh? Loser says what?
What? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor.
That's right, bow down.
We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
Swore.
Oh, damn, Phayn.
What?
Max Phayn. Turn that shit up to the max.
Sorry. We have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Shocking.
Evidence, Mr. Pern? Well,
You were about to
what
say
is this
Mitch, weren't you?
Yes.
Anyways, this affidavit. Your Honor?
Crickets. Oh, sorry. And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle, even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. That's a safety violation right there.
Yeah.
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Phayn, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to see its opinion.
Alright, well, let's hear it. Who or what was it had caused the cable to break?
Who did it? You're in the wrong part, by the way. There you go.
Huh?
I'm helping him out.
Ah.
Who caused the cable to break?
I want to say Dahlia.
You'll be wrong.
Huh?
You'll be wrong.
Doug?
Nope. There you
Phoenix?
go. Yes. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony.
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Rabble?
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion.
Oh, shut up.
And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Phayn.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Rabble.
All right, order. Order in the court.
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct.
Duh.
There doesn't seem...
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What
The? Rabble?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
All right, of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
Aw, this is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
The truth is, Phayn pushed him twice. The first time was in the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Ducky tried his best to run away from him. But Phayn caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Ducky being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Phayn, but I just have to tell the truth.
Let's see.
Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As peaceful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Phayn, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Phayn.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Of course you won't! What you did is perjury!
Oh, come now. It was just a little old
Are
white
you
lie.
fucking kidding me?
We'll forget it this time, but please, be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
The judge had better be more careful himself. Or a dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Fucking bitch.
Oh, fuck.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Phayn can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Phayn really is scary when he gets mad.
Oh, God.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
Watch as like Phoenix is just sitting there.
The fuck?
Wait, what?
I mean, it does happen in the anime.
He's just all like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the anime. So, let me get this straight. You were happily listening to your music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
Phayn, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
Oh, that's rich coming from you who looks like a badger.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Huh?
Wait, what?
What? Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wished the best for them both, and that they would give the fight, or that they would each give the fight their all.
Huh.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
A two-timing hussy? What?
And, what happened after that?
What are you doing?
Let's see. Oh, whoops.
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Phayn, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madame Faye, May I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
Ugh.
Huh? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Phainy wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
It's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been horrific, or been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lies, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Present the student's testimony on the fifth statement. So the cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted.
This one right here?
Yep.
And present what? Oh, the
Student-
student's testimony?
Yep. That's enough, witness. That's enough. That'll do.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Phainy likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes, and your point is...
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Rabble.
Order! Order! Order!
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Take that finger.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone?
Indict. Indict?
Indict someone? Tomato, tomato. as this real killer.
Yeah, prison, jail, whatever.
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. Remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you speak, Miss Phayn.
I always do.
Now then, Miss Phayn, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
This is an interesting rendition on tension.
It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
How could you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find that hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order. Miss Phayn? What? I mean, why?
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness to the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene...
I got my controller.
How dare you? It was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands!
How can you say something so mean, Madame Phayn? I didn't do anything.
Miss Phayn.
No. Your Honor! Please, I have something to say.
Oh, fuck.
What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said, just now for the record.
The hell? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Phayn. Golly, she couldn't do something like that.
Whatever you say, Phayn.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Leave my dolly alone.
Grossberg.
Which character is this?
Oh, that boy. He's gotten himself in a way. Got himself. He's gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
I never left.
Oh, shit. How are your hemorrhoids?
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police record on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Well, you better take a good look at it.
Don't threaten
He's not
me.
kidding.
It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Yeah, you might want to read that.
Wait, what? District Courthouse Cafeteria. Diego Armando.
Occupation, lawyer. Suspect. Oh, fuck.
Armando ingested
on.
poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered in the victim's coffee cup.
This was Mia's boyfriend.
Oh, shit.
That died in that.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Phayn, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, I...
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy?
Yes, I am. Very much so. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please, go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Phayn. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all too much for poor little me to bear. You're mean.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
Like what in hell?
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. "8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne."
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants the defense's request.
Awesome.
Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Vengeance will be sweet.
I first met my darling Phayn 8 months ago.
Ooh, the song's hyped up.
Yeah.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
Have fun, Phoenix.
Oh, we're so lucky. We literally make people sick. It's just jealousy.
Yep.
That is one big pile of shit.
Yep.
Pardon me. Turns around. Okay, I'm done. All right, Mr. Wright. Do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say, in the days of my youth, go get her.
Press. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow.
Yes. I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
What was that?
How are you in my head?
I'm in everyone's head.
Oh.
Yes, he is. It's scary. But despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict.
Yeah, it takes the village, right?
That's why some people also call him a great...
Yes.
How would you say that?
Judgini.
Giorgini?
Like, think martini.
Judgini.
The great Giorgini.
Or like a magician.
Okay.
Press this one. The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Phayn. After all, Phayn was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
Oh, so this is a gold digger.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Phayn, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember that the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Keep pressing.
Yeah, fuck that. Press away!
Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well, young lady. I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper? On what?
On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Wait, what?
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
I swear she keeps making digs at him.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it. My dear, so be sure to read it carefully.
Present it, the police report on the statement. I had come to the courthouse to do research.
Do it now, or do you want me
Here.
to continue pressing her?
No, present it now. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
Pitch.
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Phayn?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Oh, do you mean the incident in which the attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Mrs. Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Rabble.
Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. It's true, then.
Miss Phayn, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated Winston Phayn, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Oh. Pardon me. Right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just gotta stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks.
Oh, will you stop, please?
I can
No!
my spit or my hemorrhoids.
Stop! God, I hate working for you. All that preparation H I had to buy on my way into work.
Yeah, it used to be Diego's job.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
How would she know that?
What?
It doesn't even say.
Are the pieces starting to fit into place?
So how would she know that?
This is not the right one to present at.
Huh?
This is not the right one to... That's not the contradiction
Well,
here.
it's not on the cross-examination anyways.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. So,
Not only
Real
that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
real quick. Why do you think she would know that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Does she
Why
know
would
somebody?
she know that? Rob?
I don't know how would she know that. I mean, if she's probably the one that poisoned him, because she shouldn't have any knowledge of that.
But why would
Okay,
she?
but
Why would she
how-
date Doug in the first place?
Yeah. What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, so what's going on in your head? Let's hear it.
She knew Doug. She was dating Doug originally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing she used him to. Oh, that's why he was wearing Phoenix. Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
What?
An interesting line of thought. The question is, if she's the one that poisoned him, what happened to the container?
Aiden's referring to the attorney that was poisoned.
Oh wait, that one died, didn't he?
Yeah.
So she killed him
Okay,
with the help
but
of Doug.
what happened to the poison? Wait, what?
I said with the help of Doug.
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
I don't think Doug was a willing part of this.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What do you think happened to the poison then?
What's the one piece of evidence we haven't gone over yet?
True.
I'm making a plan.
Alright.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. Ugh. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Phayn. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. Bring
Are
it,
you
bitch.
sure you're a rookie?
Bring it, bitch. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Oh, Mia. You're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Yeah, because I'm going to send a bitch to hell.
That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Oh. Have another one with pipe.
What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you're being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all about what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Alright, objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you.
Shut up.
You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
You too.
Also,
Shut your
Bailiff,
mouth.
put that man in. Hold that man in contempt of court.
Hold you in contempt of court.
Oh, Phayn.
Wait, you're a man now?
Please.
Man?
Gag me. Ugh.
Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons.
Alright.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Phayn?
I'm asking her if she used the toilet. Oh dear God.
Wait, my perfect little Dolly doesn't poop.
Bailiff, I told you I'd hold him in contempt.
Oh, Phayn, please.
Police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
Let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it's one half fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
Present his Doug Swallow's profile in the next statement. Special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it. I'm a good listener.
Chemical process? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
Present Doug Swallow's profile here.
You and oh,
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison?
I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
A boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You.
No!
We're literally
Order.
at the end.
Could it be?
That's nothing but a basis of...
May I say something, Madam Phayn?
What is it,
your
Miss
true face
Hawthorne?
Going to be is your true face going to be revealed?
Maybe.
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Oh, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
True. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report.
What'd you realize?
Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof?
She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Phayn.
Unless we come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet, the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing a murder, then where is the container of the poison was carried in?
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
And who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So, let me get this straight. The defendant was this witness's accomplice.
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Phayn?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away.
Wait, what? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No,
Testing to find out.
there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, pause. I am certain if a crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No!
Order in the court.
On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself.
I won't let you bully her like this.
Get off
Mr.
the
Wright,
stage,
I thought I
dork!
told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Nice.
Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes! At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is...
What are your thoughts, Rob?
I'm gonna say because of the necklace.
Any reasoning?
Because so far it all the factors lead to the poison, possibly any traces of the poison being in the necklace. So
Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
my necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl. Asking for a present back like that?
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for you, or make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No, it's all a lie.
Bailiff, hurry after him!
Mia? Mia? Are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that boy. He went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright? Oh, fuck.
It looks like the bailiff caught him.
Oh.
So he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone!
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now?
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
Afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright! This is... I said my line.
Oh.
What did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me, but I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
You...
Huh? Oh, fuck.
You what?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah,
Hardly enough
What
bleeding. What?
What is he doing now?
Your Honor! You've got to stop the trial! Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright! Are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed must have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
Hmm. So it would seem.
No! There must be some mistake! The bottle must have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. How it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
Would you know?
Which is why I can say that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Phayn, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in the court of law, evidence is everything.
Even after I prove so much, is she gonna get away with everything?
Well, no. Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright!
I'm sorry, Miss Phayn. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
Starts puking up blood. There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow,
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to...
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison?
Same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl's a thief.
Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. She was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What? Hey, Pat.
Huh?
Pat is in the Twitch chat.
Who?
Pat.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Pat.
cool. Hey, Pat.
Long time no
She-
see.
Told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Miss Phayn, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
Bullshit.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye? Oh, shit. She was gonna kill Phoenix.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore...
Exactly who was Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
Mr. Phayn!
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
He didn't actually swallow it, did he?
Mm-hmm. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No. It can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true.
Aww.
Oh, it's heard Ash go.
Meow.
Oh.
Phoebe. What a joke you are.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I
I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Should name
Fine.
this Black Dahlia edition.
I already have that, I think, listed as a previous episode. I don't
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man. Are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Ooh. I don't have a dumb face.
Oh, really?
Really?
Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof. You treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Peace.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No!
You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray.
Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly!
Ah, shit. Okay.
You right?
Yep, just dropped my controller.
Oh.
Stupid woman.
It is in the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's paper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
And I know where it is.
Well there, Miss Phayn. Please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X? Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine?
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did,
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
Wait, what?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony.
but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
What are you talking about?
8 months ago. The poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes. She disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Huh? Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say?
This definitely got dark.
If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Do it, bitch, you won't.
Mia, Phayn, do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Phayn?
Huh?
That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours.
For the time being?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Yes?
I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Dip.
It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
We just did.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Phayn. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Phayn, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try some of this cold medicine?
She really is willing to freaking get hit with a murder rap.
What?
Street cred.
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
Oh, shit.
So she's so trustworthy. Then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see,
And here comes the back pedal. Oh, come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
It's flying off, my beautiful hair! No!
The deal is done.
Man, we crockered him.
Oh!
He got the reference.
Mr. Phayn, about Miss Delilah Hawthorne.
Delilah?
Yes, Your Honor. All papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew all along she was bad.
Yeah, you knew her so well, you called her Delilah. Or yeah, you called her Delilah.
I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Yeah, don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
Never. By the way, Miss Phayn,
Yes, Your Honor?
was it just me, or did you and Miss Delilah Hawthorne seem to know each other?
I don't know that bitch. Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Phayn,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
it appears Mr. Phayn has lost his spirit along with his hair. He better pick it up before he leaves this courtroom. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
I'm gonna be an attorney.
It can't be true.
Very well. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix right. Not guilty.
Woohoo! Yay! You rock! Woohoo!
Court is adjourned. Now fuck off.
Yippee!
Oh, Mia. You are wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to
La
explode
la
like-
la 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 la. Can't hear you.
This is
La 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 la. Mr. Grossberg, could you maybe think you could stop talking about them?
That's rather rude.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we're tabling this
case-
argument?
Anyway, this case really made me think.
Didn't know.
What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client?
I have no idea.
Perhaps it is we, veteran lawyers, who have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
Thanks. You know, I was thinking,
Go on.
the dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something?
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But
no buts.
Out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
No buts about it.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, what kind of company does this guy keep?
You'll eventually find out.
Right now, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Phayn? A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay. I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again. Someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place.
Yeah, haunting you.
For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought I'd never rise to the surface.
Sorry, Kit Kat.
Ever again.
I'm sorry, I accidentally hit Ash in the face with the metal end of my cord. She doesn't care.
Mia is gone now.
Wait, what?
But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day.
The end.
Yep.
Oh,
So, all right, then we got a couple. We have new characters and some old ones to meet in the next episode.
Yeah.
Remember Adrian Andrews from the last
Partially.
case from Justice for All? She was the assistant of Matt
Yeah.
Ongard.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing her,
And this one?
and then in this upcoming one, and Pearl will be
Oh,
there.
cool.
And you're gonna be a detective. I think you would
Oh,
be
really?
very. Yes, I think you will be. See the character with the really long nose in the
Oh,
first
no.
panel there?
Okay.
That's who I'm talking about. But who do we decide on who's going to be mask to mask?
I don't think we have.
Squirrely little boy, kind of like really timid.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I could do it. He kind of sounds like a woman.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
And plus, he's like, you could barely hear what he's saying half the time anyway. I'll do it. Can I be mask to mask?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna ruin it for everyone.
I mean, isn't that part of the fun of voicing the lines?
Speaking of ruining for me, is that Ash decided to take a poop in her litter
Oh.
box just now, or she did like 20 minutes ago, and since this has been a very Mia and Dahlia focused episode, I haven't been able to step away, but I've just been keeping her company with my cord. Huh. She's good about them. She doesn't damage them. Ow! But she did. Oh, she accidentally got me on the finger.
I'll definitely need to remember what kind of voice I was planning on giving Godot.
Robot. Waiting for Godot. So, yeah. That won't be the last time we see Dahlia, though.
I take it she'll probably pop up in the last the special episode, huh?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yep. She'll definitely be in the special episode.
Only this time it'll probably be Phoenix, huh? Being the lawyer.
We'll go with yes. Oh.
That's case is special indeed.
Well, remember how I told you a long time ago there would be a part where you'd play as Edgeworth?
Okay.
There would be a brief moment where you're going to be playing the game as Edgeworth. Or navigating the crime scene as Edgeworth.
Okay.
Alright, so let's find out if the Emoji War will happen next time, which would be Friday, but, well, because of schedules being kind of mixed. And by the way, happy early birthday to Rob. His birthday will be on Thursday. Or Wednesday. No, Thursday. It's after midnight. Thursday. Yeah. Alright, let's go and pull up. Or not even pull up, let's just go ahead and... There we go. Wheel action. Let's find out if this emoji war will happen. Hold on. One quick thing, though, I wanted to check. Does it show that freaking crowd control thing? It does not. Why is it not? Okay, there it goes. Sorry. I was just trying to make sure everything's all in the up and everything's good. Okay, let's find out. Because I think what we could do for this one, if we do have to carry it out, like Rob starts off with like a scenario, and then he would ask us to kind of help create or expand on it. Like, I'll type up I can type up something as an example.
As like rules.
Yeah. Because I'm like, for some reason in my head, I'm like thinking like Goldilocks and the Three Bears or whatever, and then you start off like, okay, what was on Papa Bear's plate, and then we'd have to put an emoji in as a response. But well, like I said, I'll type out something that or different ideas for it, since it's a new one. All right, and also I need to clean. It smells so bad in here right now. Ugh. Anyway, spin. And of course it freezes on me. Not again. Please stop eventually.
Wow.
Oh, good.
Oh, no emoji war at all. Never mind.
Okay.
I didn't use it, I only use 2 sound bites. Or 3. And they were all appropriate, so I didn't mess anything up. That's fun.
Yay.
Let's move you over here. My god, that was loud. Ending screen is up.
Alright, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on all of our social stuff, it's all in the description down below, as well as MJ and Aiden's streaming stuff, also in the description. Please follow our daily content in the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob, Aiden, MJ signing off. Have a good one. Take care. We'll see you guys next video.
Peace out, my friends.
See ya.
on the Twitch end of things, you guys know what to do. You can find both Rob and Aden's socials and channels on my channel in the About tab underneath the Friends panel. Thank you again to Sage for the Landmine link / donation, and Pat, is also good to see you as well. But tune in the next time, which will be 10 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, where I think it'll just be Aden and I, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I'll
I'm
definitely
gonna
keep you updated if it ends up changing.
Something will happen, but yeah. Anyway, until we meet again, class is dismissed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Goodbye.